So I ate a foot of them.
Oh, shit. Ow. All right. Welcome.
Oh shit.
He didn't
You
know.
started and you didn't tell me.
He's just like my face. It's on the computer.
I'm just like waiting for the countdown and everything.
Okay.
Bienvenue à la... I don't know how to say average intelligence in French, so... Average intelligence
Oh,
podcast?
boudoir.
No. No.
No. You know,
So, what are we talking about this week?
we're talking about crypto.
Crypto of the currency variety.
Cryptocurrency. Shout out trades.
And thanks to our audio streaming numbers, we now know that at least our audio streaming audience is 100% male. So, like, there's no variation. It is literally, we have 0% female and 0% unspecified. Like, there's no variation. It is literally,
Hey.
we have 0% female and
Inception.
0% unspecified. I think that's more the Matrix. I think that's more the Matrix.
I'm kind of quiet, but I'll just yell. Hey.
Oh, that is weird. I wonder why. Oh well.
Hello.
I'll just speak softly.
Oh, I know why. When
He's
I
gonna.
started up, I never activated it.
He's gonna. Oh, so they're just listening to you through me.
Yeah.
Audio, folks. We are making concerted efforts to make the podcast a more enjoyable experience, and since we are now on audio streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public,
to make sure our voices sound like radio guys.
Pocket Cast. Yeah, we're trying to make the audio experience more enjoyable because the audio mediums actually pay us. So,
Unlike YouTube.
but we'll get into the YouTube side of things here in a bit. But first, we're trying a new format out again with our fans in mind. So, on this episode, we're gonna go over a couple things. I'm going to give you an overview. I've mentioned Brave browser and the cryptocurrency that goes with it. So we're going to go over that. Then we're going to go over some crypto news. Then we're going to kind of have I don't even know if we'll really debate this, but whether or not crypto is a smart investment. We'll get there. Spoiler alert, it kind of depends on what your goals are, like all investments. But then we're just going to go over like what wallets, between the two of us, what wallets and cryptos we use and invest in and our various strategies. His is a little bit different than mine, but I'm a lot more conservative. And I'm
working on him.
Oh no, he's converted me for sure. I just have different things going on.
Oh yeah.
And then we have a big announcement at the end of the episode that you will not want to miss. A chance for you to win a fantastic prize. That is our carrot that we're going to dangle to make sure that you watch till the end. Or, you'll skip, but either way, listen to the ads, damn it. Presented by Heatap. All right, and this is not an ad, so we're going to get right off the bat. I've mentioned it before, and I'll say it again, Brave browser. I say it's not an ad, and then I'm about to start sounding like an ad. But first, I did a little bit more research about Brave, and you know what's really cool about it? You were a fan of Firefox too, right?
Still am.
Well, guess what? Brave was founded by and created by one of the founders of Mozilla. I was wondering why I liked it so much. Apparently, Firefox wasn't private enough. So this guy, and I forget his name, but he started the Brave browser. And I'm telling you guys, like, Brave is awesome as a browser. I showed it to Eric, and I showed him how it works. So apart from being an awesome browser, and that was my concern because I downloaded it because I knew it had the crypto attached to it. So that was the main reason I downloaded it. I'm like, I'm going to try it, and if it's a pain in the ass, I just won't use it, but it's worth a shot. I legitimately love it as a browser. It's super fast. And when I say I have no pop-ups, I mean I have no pop-ups ever. at all. It blocks all of them. It doesn't track any of my shit. And when you open a new tab, it actually has your specs. It shows you how many pop-ups have been blocked, how many trackers have been disabled, the amount of browsing time you've saved, which with broadband is minimal, but it's still kind of cool to look at. And then it has your crypto balance. And Brave uses a crypto called BAT, which is basic
access token.
I think it is basic access token.
Basic ass token.
Basic. I think that was the joke I made. I was like basic ass token.
Yeah, but the funny thing is basic
attention token.
Basic tokens literally make more money than the ones that are like wanting to be like all crazy.
Yeah, it's basic attention token. Oh, and it's on a dip right now. But here's the thing about BAT is I don't think BAT is ever going to be huge, but it can be exchanged for any other number of cryptos, or you can withdraw.
And if you're just using your browser,
right,
that you're going to use anyway.
You're literally, I look at it as dollars. That's how I look at all cryptocurrencies. Is it equates to, it ultimately can be exchanged for dollars. So I'm using the internet anyway, and my browser is paying me like it's pennies, but it's greater than zero.
Doll hairs.
For something, doll hairs, yeah. It's something I'm already doing. And then, but add in the fact that I love the browser. I think it's badass.
I enjoy it.
Now, the other awesome thing about Brave is it gives you the ability to actually financially contribute to content creators that you like and want to support. Now, the only catch is they have to register, but we need to register this YouTube channel, but we'll take care of that after. It's super easy to do. RTA Media on YouTube is already able to accept tips, so hint, hint. But yeah, and then I'm going to be uploading a video on my channel to show you how to do it, because it took me a minute to figure it out, but once I figured it out, it's so simple, it went over my head. But like I said, I'll post a video, and then there is a way you can search for, it's really easy to tell if a content creator is, enrolled in the rewards program that they have. But like I said, that video will be coming on the RTA Media channel very, very soon. It'll be a very short one because, again, it's that easy.
And once it's up, it will be linked in this video.
Yeah, we'll get that crossed over. Thank you for that. But yeah, so download Brave today. They used to have a referral program, but it grew so fast that they had to suspend it because they literally couldn't financially support it.
Oh, I get it.
It might come back because as a cryptocurrency, BAT is actually doing quite well, all things considered. I mean, it's rocking 67 cents now, which for a basic token like that is actually really, really good. And that's low. That's low. At one point, it was damn near $1. It's taken. Jeez,
everything has taken a hit. That's actually going to segue us into our crypto news, basically.
Yeah, and there's a lot of crypto news.
Everything is taking a hit. There's a few that are bouncing back slowly, but we'll get into that slowly. But
we just have a list of ones. I guess we can go through them.
Well, yeah, pretty. We'll talk about a few different cryptos and their utilities and what they do and how they are.
And he's the crypto nerd between the two of us, so I'm going to be doing a lot of listening on this one.
And on top of that, but the thing is, though, while I believe I know a lot, I still know nothing.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you follow it. So, like, you're the one who's always texting me, like, hey, did you hear about XRP? And I'm like, what now?
Yeah, speaking of, XRP is our first stop on the crypto news line.
It was also my first crypto. It was the first crypto I bought into with my money.
Yeah. You had the free stuff on
Coinbase. We're going to go into the strategies because I'm telling you, I'm a cheap-ass motherfucker.
Nothing wrong with that because there's a few things that if I would have done that, I wouldn't have spent money. But I think it's going to turn around.
Listen, guys. We're not going to make you rich, but we will get you some money.
By the way, FYI, this is not financial advice.
No, we are not experts.
We are not. We are far from experts.
It's kind of in the name, and our mascot's a fucking chimp.
Yes.
But the chimp's wearing a suit.
So.
And I would also like to remind everybody, I've mentioned this before, but Warren Buffett made that famous bet with hedge fund managers, $1 million bet, that a randomly selected index fund, just a standard index fund, could outperform the hedge funds, and he won. So, financial experts, it depends on who you're talking to, honestly.
All right, so basically, we're just going to get into XRP. XRP right now is trading at 0.85903,
So roughly 86 cents.
Which
don't even Joe. Oh my God!
This guy, he didn't listen. It's okay. It's okay. He didn't listen to
Actually,
me.
you know what's funny is I listened to you the second time, but the damn thing took so long to process. I tried to buy in at $1.62.
It was shooting up insane.
I tried to buy in at $1.62. By the time it went through, it was at 209. I shit you not.
No, it never hit 2. It only got up to $1.80.
No, it hit 2.
No, you sent me your.
Oh, was it $1.80?
It was $1.80. Because XRP is never.
Still.
XRP has not hit $2 yet.
Well, I misread it then. But anyway,
the highest it's got is I want to say $1.82, and I think you got in at $1.80. And at the time.
Oh no, you're right, because I was rounding up in my head. That's why I was thinking.
Yeah. But at the time we were ecstatic about it and whatnot, and I was just like, dude, this is gonna shoot up, and then the crash happened with everything.
Well, but to be fair, XRP is a little bit of an odd one, at least with our strategy.
They actually have a SEC.
Yeah, and we'll go into that a little bit more when we get into the strategies. But XRP has a bit of an asterisk to it.
Yeah, it's
because we bought. At least I bought in. I think you'd already bought in, but I bought in.
I've been in since
I bought in knowing
6 cents.
Yeah, I bought in knowing that it was going to be going up and down, up and down.
I was fairly new to crypto when I actually bought into XRP. I've held XRP for a long time, but not too long. Not like some people when they got it at like 0.001 or 0.002. I wish I would have been one of those people, especially with the Doge.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do with some of the other coins.
Well, yeah, and we'll get into that because
when we get to strategies. But anyway, what's in the news with XRP? You'd mentioned for those that don't know.
So anyone following XRP or anyone who's just got into XRP or anyone who is in XRP, the SEC's filings, there may be a settlement soon. Obviously, it's up in the air completely, but there's really no new news to come out of XRP except after the filing, which you already know this.
Yeah, I was going to say that was the last I'd heard of.
They're going to IPO or something?
No,
they're just public.
Ripple hasn't. They wanted
Ripple, the company, is going to go public, not XRP. XRP is just a token.
Yeah, but Ripple it's created by Ripple.
Fantastic, like with what they're doing. Ripple legit is bank transfers, pretty much, and they're instantaneous. There's no when you do an ACH transfer, from your bank account to pay your mortgage, it takes 3 to 5 days.
Oh, minimum.
Yeah, and so
sometimes 10.
XRP is just like, right? So, or not? I'm sorry, not XRP. I'm sorry, Ripple. XRP is just a token, but.
Yeah, but Ripple wants to use that token to make that process even faster and cheaper.
Yeah, and there's a lot of specifics in it, and I know we're going to get a lot of them wrong, so feel free to comment and correct us.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
This is a learning curve for everyone.
Yeah, but basically the controversy arose because the Securities and Exchange Commission asserts that XRP is not a cryptocurrency, it is a security.
Yes.
Which is interesting because you probably know about it already, but there's another coin that I think just came on Coinbase. Oh, AMP?
AMP.
Yeah, which is essentially the same thing from what I can gather. It seems to be the same thing. Dude. In fact, it's even more of a motherfucker because XRP is fast, but it's not, the funds still have to be verified. AMP actually spots the money. So it's a universal token, but it's basically almost like how did they describe it? It's almost like a stand-in currency. It's kind of like they're vouching for the funds before the funds are even transferred.
Damn.
Now again, I didn't have a lot of knowledge. Actually, at the time I had no knowledge of cryptocurrency, but he sent me an article, and by the end of the article I'm like, I have to invest in this because this is like.
And unfortunately I didn't send it to him early enough. But the thing is
I didn't understand what set XRP apart.
This is what I was actually getting into before. I did not invest a lot of money initially into XRP. I was getting into it like fairly early, and I think it was around 5-6 cents. And I think I put in $25 at the time, and that was on Coinbase when it was listed on there. And I bought it, and not even like literally a week later, it freaking froze, and they stopped allowing people to buy on there because I found Uphold, and that's what
that's how I was gonna say. I was like, wait, it was ever on Coinbase because I had to get Uphold.
Yeah, I know, and I was shitty about that because I think I had like a decent amount from just $25, but anyway, and it shot up to like I want to say like 25 cents or 30 cents, and that's when I bought the most of it on Uphold, and I'm still holding it, which is not a lot. I wish I would have got more, but
I have to hold it because I'm down 50%.
I know. I felt so bad for you when you did that. I was like,
no, but here's the thing.
He literally bought it at $1.80, and it's now sitting at like 88 cents, like I said, or 87 cents.
But again, here's the thing. Like, we'll get into more of this when we're talking about the strategies, but I knew I was going to be holding on to XRP. Well, so I'm not heartbroken about it. It's just like
top of that, just like stocks, you have capital gains and you have capital losses. So the thing is, if you hold a token and you think it's going to be a builder or a long-term token, that this is what we're actually going to get into. But I'm just going to say this with XRP. But if you get into a token that is you feel is a long-term, that's going it's going to take a while to moon. Anyway, so keep it longer than a year. You pay way less taxes. Like
way less.
Capital gains less than a year, the tax rate is insane. I think it's like
it's 35, isn't it?
Oh, it's more than that. I think it's like 37%.
Oh, they raised it. Yeah, I think it's 37.5 now.
Maybe something like that. But like it's only 15%
after a year.
After a year. That's an insane difference. Like say you buy a coin.
Well, I mean it's
enough
it's
of it, and
more
you
than
actually
50,
get $1 million. You're gonna and you cash it out in a year. But the thing is though, like coins are volatile. So I hate to say it, I'm sorry. You make $1 million, take that tax loss because there are ways around it.
Yeah.
There are ways around it. Like you can.
Well, you can transfer it into just the. I wonder if you can get away with just transferring it back into dollars in that crypto wallet.
Nope, a sell is a sell. I looked up the same thing. When you sell your crypto, like now, you could. I would have to be checked on this, and I actually need to research this. I'm pretty sure it still counts as a sell if you transfer that token into another token that's more stable.
I wouldn't think that for a token though, because that's still.
Well, the reason being is because it's still a transaction, and our government, the wonderful government of the United States of America.
Good old US of A right there.
I'm not talking bad about them. Please don't shut us down. But
I'm talking bad about them. Fuck them.
But they, if there's an exchange and it's public.
I don't think it's public.
They want you to pay tax. Well, yeah, it is because.
You mean it's on a public exchange?
Cryptocurrency is about to be public exchange. Cryptocurrency is about to be. The government is working around the clock to figure out a way to regulate it.
Yeah, but fortunately it doesn't
happen.
Well, I think that's part of the reason why it's become so popular is because it's not unregulated, but it's decentralized.
Well,
so
I mean, did you hear about what's the country? El Salvador. Their main currency is going to Bitcoin. First one. And I'm like, what do you know? What's going to happen to Bitcoin after that? After El Salvador gets that, and maybe a few other countries follow suit. Because El Salvador's dollar or whatever.
They use the U.S. dollar.
Their dollar is worth shit, so they're not doing it anymore. And well, I mean, I imagine they might, but.
Well, here's the thing about that though is inevitably Bitcoin is still tied to the dollar. I mean, it is. So, I mean, you're only going to be able to get so far away from that unless a new universal. Bitcoin can never be a universal currency because it's not attached to anything, unless data in general becomes monetized. Now, some data is, but all data would have to be monetized. And I could be totally wrong. but just in my head it makes sense. So fight me.
All right, moving on.
Doge is next on our
Dogecoin.
list. Oy vey.
HODL. I fucking hate that term.
I don't even know what that.
You've never heard anyone say HODL? What they mean is hold.
Oh.
Like I see it a lot on. I'm an AMC investor as well.
He gets free popcorn.
Yeah, I get free popcorn, and I've turned my I've made almost 3,000% on my. I've got a 3,000% return. Let's go with that. So far. Anyway, so Dogecoin is currently trading at I think like 30 cents.
Yeah, it went down too.
Yeah, well, currently it's 31.36368, and it's up and down, up and down. But Dogecoin is taking all kinds of hits here and there.
But there were some announcements with Dogecoin because Elon is working Tesla with the developers.
What did he say? The future? I think that's what he said. The future is now.
Oh, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, the future.
Okay, but yeah, so Dogecoin, Elon said that Tesla is going to start accepting Dogecoin in July. I think that directly because Elon was legit working with Dogecoin to work on their transactions to make them faster. Because obviously Dogecoin is just a joke at first, and it just picked up a following, a cult following, and then it picked up mainstream following, and then
I think it picked up.
Becoming millionaires from it.
I think Doge really picked up steam when Elon started mentioning it. Because again, he found it funny.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, the dude's a genius because he.
Well, the dude's a genius, but arguably he's an influencer.
Yes, kind of. But the thing is, though, the reason I say he's a genius is because when he went on SNL, he could have said all kinds of shit and made people buy it and raise the price.
He did.
But
he made it tank, though.
He made it tank because he basically said it was a joke.
He said it's a hustle.
Now, if he would have said, "Hey, I'm buying Doge, you should too," everybody.
So, but here's the thing, and I'm glad you brought that up because I watched that.
There's a reason why he did that.
Well, I know, but it's part of the skit though. That's what drove me nuts about that. Is it actually influenced the market? It's like, guys, it was written in a script. It was a joke, which is appropriate because Dogecoin was a joke. But literally, how it went,
that's not
it was in the middle of a script, and I forget the actual word for word lines from the other person, but he's like, so what is Dogecoin? And Elon gives a pretty textbook answer. It's like, oh, it's cryptocurrency, it's blah blah blah. And then I think it was Kenan Thompson was actually playing the character. He's like, so it's a hustle. And then Elon goes, pretty much. Yeah, it's a hustle. It was a joke, guys.
Oh, and by the way, for anyone with a lot of Dogecoin out there, and I'm talking there's one specific guy on YouTube. They call him the Dogecoin millionaire, and he's actually pretty famous right now. I don't know if anyone here watches Andrew Jenkin. I think that's his name. He's all about Bitcoin and trading stocks, and very good channel. You'd probably.
I only know Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy.
Leroy.
But anyway, Jenkins. Dogecoin millionaire. He took $188,000 of his money and turned it into over
40 cents in Dogecoin.
1.2 million. And yeah, pretty much. But the thing is, when Dogecoin was rising, you remember Dogecoin almost hit $1 there for a minute. It was flying upwards, and that dude had almost $3 million, and he was wanting to hold until he had 10 million. And I'm like, dude.
Yeah, man.
You have life-changing money, and you wear the same sweatshirt every day. I'm not hating on him.
That's why he has life-changing money.
Because he wears the same sweatshirt every day?
Well, I mean, that's not the only reason. Well, that's how true millionaires behave.
Oh, I know. They're cheap as shit. And, there's nothing wrong with that.
It's not necessarily that they're cheap, though. I think that's the common misconception. It's just that they don't spend their money on depreciating stuff. They tend to spend.
That's the thing. I would take that money and live a little better, but also invest.
They'll live a little better, but okay. So here's the difference between someone who's wealthy and someone who's rich. So someone who's wealthy they'll buy a nice, sensible car, but I mean that's a newer, not new, a newer Hyundai, something that's gonna last them a long time. Or a newer Honda, or a sensible SUV, but not something that's extravagant. Somebody who's rich, which generally, and again, this is a blatant statement, this is not true for everybody.
So Carlton?
Yeah. No, but somebody who's rich generally has gotten money quickly, and they will buy their Lambos, their Ferraris, their Porsches, their very nice cars.
But you're buying something that instantly loses value as soon as you drive it away.
So let's say you buy a $300,000 Lamborghini, which, first of all, there's no such thing. I mean, there is such a thing as a used Lamborghini, but good luck finding one, and it kind of defeats the purpose of buying a Lamborghini. I don't think it does, but because I would buy a used Tesla in a heartbeat. But
Fuck
like,
yeah, dude, Teslas are the shit.
no shit.
They go faster than any freaking sports car.
Which, okay, can we?
I mean,
since we're talking about Elon, I'm wondering how many people understand that the acceleration settings in the Teslas are a giant reference to Spaceballs. Because
Ludicrous mode.
That's the newest, yeah. But they have.
I think there's a new one that goes even faster, or they actually fine tune the one and they cut off a few seconds at the 0-60. And I'm like,
so
it was already
so
fast as shit.
ludicrous speed, and now they're going to plaid.
Oh my god.
That's it. It's so I was watching the How to Beast YouTube channel. Shout out to How to Beast. It's a wonderful channel. I enjoy the content immensely. But they bought a Tesla recently, and he's launched. That's what they call it. And every time somebody new rides in his Tesla, he has them do the launch thing. And he's always like ludicrous speed. He always sets it to ludicrous speed, which I think in his, he goes from 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds.
I don't think I would have it in anything else if I had one.
I know, right? But now you can go to plaid, which anybody who's seen Spaceballs gets the reference. But
I need to watch it. It's been a long time.
No, but the background at Elon's latest event thing where they were talking about it was fucking plaid. I'm like, this is amazing.
I have massive respect for Elon.
Oh, I do too, but I love, the thing I like the most about him is that he's smart, obviously, but he's a lot wittier than people give him credit for. Like, he's funny.
Definitely on the spectrum, though.
Oh, hardcore.
And
but
I think he actually has said that before.
Oh, yeah. But he is, you could put him in a comedy and he would do just fine. Because his comedic timing is fantastic.
Dude, like, just listening to him on podcast talk, like, there's like small jokes that, and I'm not trying to say I'm a fucking genius, because I'm not, I'm average. Anyway, like, there are small jokes that he throws out there that some people just don't get. And it's like, if you have, mildly broad intellect, you're going to get it. And you're going to be like, you'll get a little belly laugh out of it.
But then there's jokes that go over our head. But, take like I just mentioned, the ludicrous speed and plaid. If you've never seen Spaceballs, you don't understand that it's a joke. Yes. But if you're in the know, you find it hilarious. But it also tells you a lot about Elon.
Yes, you Gen Xers. No, I'm just kidding. Gen X females who don't watch our channel.
Seriously, though, if you haven't seen Spaceballs, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, fix that shit.
So, from Elon back to Doge. There's really not a whole lot coming back out of Doge news-wise. Obviously, Tesla is going to accept it. That should bump up the price a little bit.
I've been seeing so many analysts on YouTube and TikTok and just headlines.
It's going to the moon.
Well, every week though, and everybody gives the reason why. But then right after that, there's a video where it's like, well, it's not very likely that it'll ever reach $1. So, like most things, nobody actually knows.
Yeah, that's just exactly. I just watched it again, like a couple days ago. The Wolf of Wall Street, just like Matthew McConaughey's character. You don't know if it's going to go up or down, sideways.
Because it's not. It's fake. It's fairy dust. It's a fugazi. Fugazi? How do you say it? Fugazi? Fugazi, yeah. It's a fugazi.
Fugazi. It's fake.
It's not fucking real.
You got to jerk off twice a day. You got to pump those numbers up.
Those are rookie numbers.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we were going to discuss Cardano. To be honest, I don't know why I mentioned it when we were talking about it. I don't really know anything about it.
Well, this will show you how average we are. I don't even know what the fuck Cardano is.
Cardano is a
I'm assuming it's a cryptocurrency.
And I'm not really sure, but a lot of people, its abbreviation is ADA, I believe. And you see it all the time, like, on those TikToks where there's like, I'm holding this coin and I'm not holding this coin long term, and they got the Cardano and they're like, yep, nope, and then they're not holding
Doge one of those.
or X. And then a lot of people now, it's funny. A lot of people, I'm going back to XRP. A lot of people were saying that shit about XRP, like, oh, they're not holding this or this and this, but then it gets fucking butt fucked by the SEC, and now everybody's all about XRP, and then they finally researched it and found that it was a very fucking decent company, and you know how they were basically trying to
Well, but here's the thing that people need to understand.
revolutionize.
Even if Ripple loses the lawsuit,
They're still ahead.
yeah, I mean, it's still a great product. It just has to be.
They don't even need the United States in order to be.
Well, but the
like,
only thing that's going to change is how it is transacted as far as trading the coin itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now it's not being. Oh, I guess it is being actively traded on some wallets, but right now it's still being treated as a currency, not a security.
It's on Crypto.com. It's on Uphold.
So the only difference would be that basically when you're trading a security, there are more guidelines, rules, and restrictions as to how much, how, and when it can be sold. That's really the only difference.
I'm not sure if this is true, but XRP, this is news, I believe. They supposedly Coinbase is with everyone trading XRP still in it, and it, you know, doing somewhat well. I heard that Coinbase is going to relist it soon, so look out for that.
Oh, I remember. I did have a headline for Doge. There are whispers that, well, because Doge is coming to Coinbase, but there are whispers that it's coming to Robinhood too.
Oh no, Doge is already on Coinbase. It's been on
not
there for a
not
while.
as tradable.
Mm-hmm.
When the fuck did that happen?
You didn't know about that?
No, I didn't know it was tradable.
Yeah, it's been tradable for like a week or two.
Oh, that's
actually the thing I was going to talk about. Doge was that Doge got on Coinbase and it did not skyrocket like everyone's thinking. You know, like they think that Coinbase is the biggest United States cryptocurrency app, but the thing is, like, Doge being on there should be like a big deal, but it really didn't change it much. You know, so that makes you worry.
Well, yes and no, but there are also whispers that, because apparently a lot of people were thinking it was going to go on Robinhood first. They weren't expecting Coinbase, so that might explain why.
Also, a little thing like this, because you know people have to realize that the United States has been printing. The United States, in the past, I think they said 18 months, has printed more money than the entire history of the United States.
Since 1776.
Since 1776, the entire history of the United States, we've printed more money in the last 15 or 18 months. I can't remember what.
I think it was 18.
And that's inflation. So therefore, our dollar is worthless. And when you have these crypto coins, you got to think they are traded for a currency, because the thing is, a lot of these coins aren't accepted at McDonald's. They're not accepted here.
Right.
Now, we probably will end up going that way, but you have to think that McDonald's is going to cash that stuff out. If they accept, you know, Bitcoin or whatnot, they're going to have to cash it out to our currency.
Unless it becomes so universal that you don't have to transfer it to another currency to spend it.
Yes.
But that's going to take time.
We're far away. We are far away from that right now. But it can happen. Unless
that's going to take.
If the dollar does not come back. Now the dollar is tanking faster than anything right now. But if the dollar comes back, it won't happen. If the dollar ends up going, it's going to happen. It's going to happen quicker, but not.
Well, and here's the shitty part. So and this is not just Democrats. This is Republicans too.
Yeah, everyone.
They've now dug themselves into a hole so bad. Like, no matter what happens, it's going to suck. The only question is, what kind of suck do we want to go with? Because one of two things will happen. One, they keep the inflation going, and then the value of the dollar tanks to the point that, and I hope this doesn't happen, but it no longer is the de facto international currency. Now, it's not used by everyone, but it is the preferred international currency, which is honestly why it's still as valuable as it is. And the other thing, too, is right now it's tied to oil, which is huge. If it wasn't tied to oil, we would have probably had an economic depression a decade ago.
That's the thing. That's the thing about some of these coins. They are tied to a service or a program. And the funny thing is, the fucking dollar at one point was tied to gold, and then something happened and then exactly like my co-host here said.
Well, they did it.
It's pretty much tied to fucking oil.
That's pretty much it now. Now, they took it off the gold standard because there was going to be an economic collapse that was going to happen, and the only way to avoid it was to have it not tied to a tangible item so that they could make the dollar whatever they wanted it to be.
Speaking of gold and silver, there's actually a token that just came out. It has something to do with silver, and I can't remember what it is, but I saved it, and I'm going to look into it. But the thing is that they're saying it basically backs silver.
Yeah, but the problem with
how does that work?
It's
not. It doesn't back silver. Silver doesn't back. They don't own fucking a bunch of silver, and
they might. That might be the only way that they're doing it. If it's tied to a precious,
genius.
If it's tied to yes and no, because here's the only thing about investing in precious metals like silver, gold, and platinum.
Buy the actual fucking physical property.
Not necessarily. You can invest in a fund But anyway, the problem is it's a very poor investment if you're trying to make money. If you're trying to protect your money from inflation, it's great because it does increase in value, but it's slow. If you want to make money, you're much better to go into like mutual funds, index funds, stuff like that, because those tend to at least perform at or exceed the market. Whereas gold usually underperforms the stock market as a whole. Again, if you look at the long-term trajectory, it does go up, but it doesn't go up as quickly as, generally the market does.
Right.
I learned that from financial experts.
All right, so moving on, Safe Moon and Bonfire. I'm throwing that one in because they're deflationary tokens, and do you know what that means?
I don't.
Okay, deflationary tokens means that there are a lot of these tokens, which if there's so many, a lot of people think, oh, blah, blah, blah is going to moon. If there are 100 trillion tokens or even a couple quadrillion tokens, it's going to be very hard for those to moon because the thing is you got to think cap.
And why is that, Eric?
Because there's too many.
Because value is based upon scarcity. Supply and demand. Basic economics.
Supply and demand. Anyway, but the thing is, though, now when I'm talking about these other cryptos, Safe Moon and Bonfire, the reason I think they are decent to invest in simply is just because they are deflationary tokens, meaning that when you sell off a certain amount, that sold amount gets burned.
Ooh.
Yes, that's what deflationary means.
So that's worth holding on to.
And the thing is, Safe Moon, basically, imagine 100,000 people own it. And then 99,999 sell all theirs off. The last person holding the bag ends up with that entire amount of money. Obviously, that's not going to happen.
Provided that the market...
You do get paid from selling it, but the thing is, though, you only get it at that
at that current price rate.
Current time.
And that's
Bonfire the same way.
And that's all, of course. And this is the same for every crypto and every stock and every investment. The value of...
Sorry.
We apologize for the technical difficulties.
Oh, we're back. All right, we're alive.
And we're back.
We're not sure if we went away or whatnot.
We apologize for the technical...
Yep. I told you not to talk bad about the government. What did I tell you?
I'm sorry, Papa Joe. I'm sorry.
Did you see his G7 summit? Oh my God, he was horrible. He stood up there for legit 15 seconds and didn't say a word, and then came back to life.
I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. Look at her. Those pigtails in her hair, those ribbons in her hair. She looks like she's 19 years old.
Said that to a 13-year-old girl?
I don't know how old she was.
I assume 11, she was young. 12, 13. But I'm like, dude, if Trump would have made that...
Could you imagine?
They would have... I'm not trying to say... There would have been assassination.
He wouldn't have even had to say the name. He would have been like, look at her with those barrettes in her hair. And it would have been like, Trump sexually objectifies child. 5 minutes later. Guaranteed. Yeah. And I didn't vote for the guy. I'm just seeing I'm saying what I see.
Sad. All right. No political.
This is not a politics show.
Not a politics
this week.
All right, so Ethereum. Vitalik Buterin? Is that his name?
I know.
Butane. Vitalik Buterin. I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Some Viking shit.
He's the guy. I think he's maybe a co-founder, or he is the founder, or maker of Ethereum.
Whatever. He sounds like he's gonna fucking invade England.
So Ethereum apparently was doing really well. I think they were up to like 4,000 at one point, and then I think they're back down to like 2,500.
Yeah, but everything went down, so that's kind of like.
But the thing is, though, the owner of Ethereum was actually sent Shiba Inu coin.
Well, Shiba's tied to Ethereum, is it not?
It is Ethereum based.
Yeah.
So basically, before it was on a few exchanges. Why is that saying no fucking data again? I imagine it's going to be okay.
Yeah, it should be.
But Ethereum is. I'm sorry, Shiba Inu is Ethereum based. So before it was on a few exchanges, which actually news. Shiba Inu is going to be listed on Coinbase.
Yeah, it is.
The 17th this month. So
yeah, it is.
And it is definitely the freaking cheapest coin that has ever hit Coinbase. I think it's like 0.00004 zeros and like
I think it's more than 4. I think it's
4
like
zeros 8.
Yeah.
So that's not.
Buy some of that shit because I own 2.6 million.
Yeah, and I own 9 million.
He owns so much of it.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, this guy got that 2.5 million with free money.
I spent 0.
Unfortunately, spent like $250
on accident.
Yeah. Actually, the first 90, there was $90, and I got 2.5 million at that time, and then it charged me twice, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I bought some more because I was like, oh, it's going to go up soon, being one of those dumb investors. But the thing is, hey, hold it long term, and hey, guess what? It's going to be listed on Coinbase. I could see a return, maybe double, or if I get my money back, whatever. I don't care. It's all about options.
Which actually is a perfect segue into, or which I was going to bring up. I already brought up AMP. I already brought up AMP. So, but what's funny is AMP is up 20%.
I do not know how much it's trading for.
I can tell you real quick because I have Coinbase open.
Oh.
11 cents.
11 cents. Let's go.
Then I'm going to look at the... Wow, check out that trend.
How much is my AMP?
Which that's just today, but look at the year.
What is it?
That's 1 year. That's
one year.
1 year to date. But then, so a year ago, it was at 0.0095, and now it's at 11 cents.
Hey, my $3 free is now $3.74.
Hell yeah!
Did you do the videos and get your free AMP yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Anytime we get new stuff on Coinbase, he's like, "Hey, go do the videos and get your free coin." I'm like, "Oh shit, thanks."
Yeah, but so AMP again. I'm intrigued by AMP. I don't think I'm gonna buy in. Well, I might buy into more of it. I don't know.
There is another crypto I'm going to talk about. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, continue.
Oh, that was just my final thought. Because AMP again seems a lot. If XRP starts to go south, I might put more focus on AMP because I'm not going to dump my XRP.
Oh, and by the way, I'm going to piss off some gamers. I'm a gamer too myself, so shut up. I am going to be building some mining rigs here soon, and I am going to document and have a series. And anyway, so that's something to look forward to. But
average intelligence mining.
Yes, and I'm just going to be a basic ass bitch and probably mine Bitcoin or Ethereum. The two most expensive coins. I could mine other things, but I'm just like, I feel like right now it would be best to mine those, and or I can mine them on a low setting and then just have a few other programs mining other coins.
Yeah, who knows?
There's all kinds of different ones. Anyway, so the other coin that I'm talking about, and which actually you can get miners, you would benefit from this because you are closer. And honestly, you know what? I may get one and just have you put it in your house, and then you can take half profit since it's in your house.
Okay, sounds good.
It's called HNT. It's called helium.
Oh, good luck finding that.
What?
You can't get miners? Them. Yeah, they're out of stock.
I already know where they are.
Where? Because I want to buy one.
Well, fuck, if you're gonna buy one, then I'll get one because how many miles is it from here to you?
Roughly
20.
Probably closer to 30, roughly
Close
30.
to 30. All right, if I get a good enough antenna. Okay, before I get into all that, I'm just talking to him.
He saw
All
it
right,
on TikTok
so
too.
HNT is helium, a token, and the thing is, they have these miners that legit cost you $11 a year to run. They basically are a
What's it at now? Like $16. One
yeah, it's at
helium
$16,
token.
and the thing is, so basically these miners, it's not like your average ASIC miners or your GPU miners. It's legit like a little thing with an antenna.
It mines kind of like how Pi mines.
Just you get paid more, and
Well, because
which
Pi's not
actually yes, we're Pi will be our last crypto we're going to talk about, but because it's not even actually a crypto yet.
Yeah, no.
It's getting there. But so HNT, I'm just going to apologize first and foremost. I farted.
Oh, dick.
HNT is going to be like it's easily mined. Like I don't know why I'm getting lost on this. It's so easy mined. Legit, you can just freaking put the router. It's basically a router, and I mean, you've seen the videos.
Yeah, on TikTok. Yeah, I mean, you set up
listen.
the router and it handles everything. It's my understanding that what it does is it basically acts as a traffic router. And by doing those computations, it creates those God damn it, what's the coin?
HNT.
HNT.
Helium.
Yeah, helium, yeah. And then as a reward for providing the data, which you're not actually providing, you're just basically running electricity to the router to compensate, you're rewarded with helium tokens. But helium tokens are actually worth some money because, like we said, I believe it's right at about $16.
How big is your house?
Well, my side is, I think it's like 540 square feet. But it's two sides, so technically it's
I was going to say, you buy one, I'll buy one, and I think I could put one up in your house. And then if I get one here and put it on the roof, because they literally have miners that you can use outside.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you get a good enough antenna, you can legit pull data from 20 to possibly 30 miles away. And the thing is, though, have you gone on the website and checked it out and seen like how many houses are around you? You'd be beneficial. You were already looking though.
Oh yeah, I already checked that out.
But
I did, but
nothing around me.
All the miners were out of stock.
On that specific website, you can find them on eBay or whatnot.
Well, yeah, but they were like $2,500. Fuck that noise.
But the thing is, though, like you gotta look at it as an investment. Is it gonna be worth that in a few months? Because like everyone's always coming out with new miners. That's with these ASIC miners. Like I've been looking up Ant Miner, and they have these S9s, and they're older. They're extremely older. They cost anywhere in the ballpark of like $200 to $400 a month on electricity for the S9, and it legit only brings you a little bit of coin.
It doesn't pan out.
But they have newer ones that are out that mine at like 110 hash rate a second, which is insane, and that in turn is about $20 a day. But there's nowhere online anywhere that you can get these things unless you want to try to use Alibaba and go wholesale from a Chinese company, and you don't know if you're going to get a fucking ant miner or you're going to get a box full of ants.
Hey, maybe you should buy one off Wish.
Man.
It'll come as a coaster.
Oh my gosh. That'd be funny. But anyway, so yeah, HNT. It's definitely worth looking into. And if you're in a crowded area,
basically the more urban you are, the more worthwhile it is.
Yeah, there's no one in my town that has one. And someone here, if they could get their hands on one, would make a fair amount of money. This one guy, he lives in an area like you, and he made $1,500 in one day on helium.
I doubt I would make $1,500 in a day, but
you got a lot of people around you.
Yeah.
But anyway, so helium. Now, pi, 3.14. I love that number. Anyway, there's actually a lot more numbers after that. Everyone just associates
3.14159. That's as far as I have memorized.
Yeah, and then there's like, I think it's 9999999.
No, it's not straight 9 because then you could it's
maybe something else. I don't know. Anyway, so Pi is a cloud-based mining software, and basically you just mine from your phone. It's really easy to do.
The
You
more,
press a button once a day.
and the more people you have mining
The more you
with
get.
you, the more you get.
And the thing is, it's already been halved a couple times because of more people coming onto the service, and there are some people who are very good at networking, and they have a ton of people mining for them, and they mine, and they have securities, bubbles and whatnot. It's all in the app. It doesn't make any sense, but it will if you look it up. So, the more people you have, the more you can, coins you can gather. And the thing is, once it goes live, they're talking it may go live in 2022.
Maybe. We'll see.
It's legit.
But you're not
One
losing
press
anything.
a day. You're not using anything. It doesn't even really drain on your battery.
I forget I have it until it's like, hey, you should mine.
Yeah. There's a few times I had to press the button to remind them.
Oh, you actually... I thought it was just an automatic reminder.
That's the first time I've told you that.
Yeah.
But I have to do it with Sasha all the time, and I just got a reminder, hey, press the button. Because, dude, it's so easy. Like, you'll see the notification and you get rid of it.
And you're like, oh.
Half a day goes by and you're like, oh, shit, I need to turn that back on.
Yep.
But it's, if it goes live and it's worth, $1 or something like that, that'd be great. Because then I've got $600, I'll have $600 free dollars. Hey. But if it's worth a couple pennies, hey, whatever. All right, moving on.
Yeah, so next we were kind of, and I think this part will be pretty brief, because I actually wrote it out, like, is investing in crypto smart? It's like I said before, it's kind of a yes and no answer.
Depends on what you define smart.
Well, it depends on what you're trying to do, too.
Yeah.
And I literally wrote on our little outline sheet here, yes for short-term play money or heavily researched long-term investment.
Yeah, you're not going to... Now, there are some people who pay attention to, like, new coins. Like, new coins that come out can be a moneymaker, but you have to catch them when they're fucking brand new.
That's
and
more
you have
like...
to buy a decent amount.
Yeah, but that's more like playing the spread. But again, those new coins, you can buy a decent amount for pennies.
Yes.
So I got 2.6 million coins in Shiba Inu for $40.
Yeah, but imagine when it was like point...
Exactly.
10 zeros
exactly.
And 1 penny.
Yeah.
Not 1 penny.
But you don't want to invest in all those because some of them literally just disappear before you even.
Well, and then some of those that's why spread your money out. Like,
yeah.
Don't ever put your. I mean, you ever heard the term "don't put your eggs all in one basket"? The same with investing. Don't put everything in. Like AMC, I have a very good return in that, but I didn't put a whole lot of money into it. I did put a decent amount. I only put $800 in it, which in terms of investing is not shit compared to other people. But it's sitting around. Actually, AMC is kind of doing bad right now, but there's a lot of options expiring Friday, and supposedly it's going to trigger a gamma squeeze. I fucking hope so. Because I would like to sell my AMC to start up my mining stuff. Because the thing is, if I can just be completely free without owing any money to start my mining,
you can be in the black from day one.
Exactly.
Which, okay. That's another thing, since we're talking about is crypto. Do not borrow money to invest. Well, don't borrow money to invest in anything, but especially crypto, because the likelihood of you losing your ass is extremely high, especially if you're playing short term, which if you're borrowing money, you better be playing short term because you got to pay that shit back. And you have to pay that, and you have to pay that back regardless. So if you borrow $5,000 to invest in a new coin and that coin tanks and your 5,000 turns into 100, guess what? You still have to pay that loan back. That's a great way to go broke.
You all want to know a very simple term for all this cryptocurrency and stocks. It's a very simple term. It's called gambling. Now the thing is, you can try to track all you want.
You just never know.
No way you're going to know anything.
Nobody predicted.
Unless you have insider information, that's illegal.
Yeah, well, but again, so to your point, nobody predicted. Elon Musk sent out a tweet and literally tanked the crypto market for, what was that, 3 days?
Yeah, dude, because everybody was selling off Bitcoin when he stopped accepting Bitcoin for Teslas because of the power. What was it?
Energy consumption.
The energy consumption, which I'm going to be working on that too. I'm going to try to do some solar panels or something like that. I don't really know how to do all that stuff, but I'm going to try to figure that out. Because for one, the electric bill will suck. Only for those ASIC miners. The
Yeah.
graphics cards really aren't that bad.
But yeah, so basically the point is if you're trying to get, first of all, there's no such thing as a legitimate get rich quick. Some people get lucky, but those are the exceptions, not the rule.
There's nothing guaranteed.
Yeah, well, and not only is nothing guaranteed, like you only hear about the people that win the lottery. That's one person. You don't hear about the literal millions of other people that play and lose every single time.
Dude, I don't know if you've ever like said this to someone, but like anytime, have you ever had someone who says, "Oh, I won this much gambling out at the casino"?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, "Okay, that's cool." I said, "Have you added up all your losers over the year?" I said, "Because I guarantee you did not break even."
Well, oh no, there's no way. Now here's the thing.
Just lottery. I don't know about stocks.
No, but here's the thing though. So this is funny because I actually have an anecdotal story that goes along with this. So I've played in a casino once, and here's the funny thing. I was dragged. I didn't want to go. I had no interest, and they literally get like I went with my my ex-wife at the time. So I went with her family, and I was literally given $20 because I did not want to go. So I took the $20 that I was given, which was not my $20. I put it into a slot, and I think I'd only spent $10 up to that point, and then I won 150. And then I'm like, I'm done. I'm out. And they're like, oh, you got to keep playing. I'm like, no, I don't. I literally just beat the odds. It is mathematically impossible that I will do it again today.
See, the thing is, I agree with you on that. What I would have done is I would have taken my initial investment, $20, and then played with it. And if I lost it, I'm done.
Maybe, but I looked at it this way. Like, I don't know what the exact odds are.
$160. It's like, hey.
And I invested zero, which, interestingly enough, kind of reflects my investment strategy with crypto for the most part. But we'll get into that in a second.
A good way of how you do it. But the thing is, though, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, but like you said, like crypto is, and people often forget the currency part of crypto. Investing in currency in general is almost always a loser's game. That's why most people don't do it. Especially if your main currency is the dollar. Like there are plenty of international firms that will invest in the dollar because that will usually trend high. But like unless there's an economic collapse that looks like it's going to reverse itself in short order, it's just not a good idea to invest in currency, period.
Now, let me give you a little knowledge about cryptocurrency. Did you know that there are options? You know what an option is for stocks?
Yeah.
Okay. There are options now for crypto,
Mm-hmm.
and they bet whether it's going to go up or down, and they have a certain strike price, and if they meet it, obviously they win. If they don't meet it, they don't win. But the thing is, there are a lot of options expiring for I want to say Ethereum, the 29th of this month, and Ethereum's ass is on the line right now because these options are like, there's a lot of them, and this is just what I heard, but Ethereum might be done. I don't think done, but I think
it might drop.
It's going to tank like 1,000 or more. But anyway,
that's not good for my Shiba Inu.
I don't know if that's cool. Yeah, exactly, because Shiba Inu, a lot
of cryptocurrencies are tied to Ethereum.
Baby coins are tied to Ethereum. Some of them are tied to Binance Smart Chain, which actually SafeMoon and oh god, I'm blanking. SafeMoon and Bonfire, and then a few other ones are linked to Binance Smart Chain, Binance Smart Chain, or just Binance.
Well, and I'll put it this way: that there's a reason why I watch Ethereum, because I know that a couple of my coins are tied to Ethereum. Just like
which ones?
I think
Shiba Inu is one.
I think BAT is too. I think BAT is. I could be wrong on that. I'd have to look, but I think BAT is also tied to Ethereum.
Yeah, because the thing is, until they're listed on like a United States exchange or a big exchange,
they have to be tied to.
They have to be tied to something, because then they're exchanged through like PancakeSwap or Uniswap, or there's a few other ones I can't remember what they're called. I think BurgerSwap was one, and BurgerSwap, some guy put like a couple million, and everyone's like, oh, you need to look at this one, and it went nowhere, and I was like, oh, that guy fucking put $1 million. That's another thing. A lot of these rich people, they just hear about something and they think they're going to get rich quick.
Well, but again, you have to remember too.
You're gonna get richer.
For some people, dropping $1 million into something is like us dropping $10 into something.
Right. I hope I have that problem someday.
Well, because so like here they talked about this on the Dave Ramsey show. Actually, somebody had written in
Ramsey.
I love Dave Ramsey, but anyway, I guess somebody had talked on Twitter. I guess there was one night where Jay-Z took one of his friends out to celebrate his birthday, and by the end of the night, he'd spent somewhere to the tune of $110,000 for dinner and drinks at a club. Now, granted, he also bought a shit ton of his own alcohol brand. So, but like, let's just even so, Jay-Z spent $110,000 one night. Jay-Z made $71 million that year.
Oh yeah, so it's a drop in the bucket.
So he did the math, and it was literally like Jay-Z spending that amount is like someone who makes shit. Now I remember the. That's like
$50,000 a year would be like.
That's like somebody making $400,000 a year spending $10.
Okay.
Like it's nothing.
Must be nice.
It's literally nothing. Like, so keep that in mind when you hear about billionaires dropping money into something, because it's equivalent to what I do with crypto, where it's like, I'll throw $40 at it.
Now, for wealth building, it's not necessarily a good idea, but the thing is, it can be a good idea if you choose the right coins at the right time.
It can be part of your portfolio.
There's nothing you can know for sure, because these coins go up and down at all times. But the thing is, the number one thing is, if you have money to burn, if it's money to burn, hold it. It could eventually turn into wealth building.
Well, see, like for me, I almost do it. It's almost half just fun to do.
Oh, it's addicting. Like stocks. Like I said, it's gambling. Gambling's addicting.
Well, but I'm on a spending freeze with crypto because everything just keeps tanking. So I'm holding.
Yeah,
I've not sold off any crypto though, because
I think I bought $10 worth of Bitcoin just so I could have my Bitcoin wallet.
Yeah.
So I can mine to it. Well, eventually put stuff in.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I need to know the second Shiba gets on Coinbase, because I gotta transfer out of that.
Gate.io.
Oh,
that thing makes Crypto.com.
That thing makes me nervous, man.
I don't even trust Crypto.com.
Oh, Crypto.com's some bullshit. Let's hear this. So they had this sign-up offer where if you get a friend to sign up, you get $25 in free crypto, except it's in their trade crypto, but you can't even access it until you sign up for their credit card. Fuck you. That's some bullshit.
And I ain't signing up for you.
No, I'm not signing up for some credit card.
And it's like, what's the credit card funded with? Fucking what is their coin called? Crow coin?
Yeah.
CRO. Which Crow coin's not horrible.
Really? Because I got my 25 and it went down to 14, and I couldn't even access it to trade it for something else.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you're going to give away free coin, allow it to be traded like Coinbase does.
Yeah, Coinbase does.
Just saying.
You can trade it and you can trade it immediately. But technically it could, but I'd have to sign up for their credit card first.
All right. What wallets do you use? Do you have a wallet, actual wallet?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're through the.
Not through a chain.
No, they're
not through a what do they call those?
Exchange.
Thank you.
Mine are well, okay. So technically, I do have a wallet, but it's hosted through Gate.io, which I want to get out of.
Okay. There are a few wallets. I use Trust Wallet for certain cryptos.
Well, Uphold has a wallet, yeah? Or is that just...
It's technically through the exchange.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, though, if you want to be completely Fort Knox security, get a physical wallet. A lot of people don't know too much about them. They just know how to do them on these exchanges and just on an app.
That would be me.
But get a physical wallet. It's basically your hard drive, or you can use a USB thumbstick and just protect it like it's a baby. Especially if you have a lot of good coin on there. But I currently do not have a physical wallet. I will after I start mining, because obviously I don't want my shit to be robbed. I could send it straight to a wallet online, like a exchange wallet or whatnot. Like I could put it to Coinbase or something like that, and Coinbase is good because the thing is, if you send coin there, you can cash it out immediately for USD, and everyone loves the D.
Especially the USD.
USDT. which is actually a coin. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know. U.S. dollar token.
I was like, what the fuck? And it's still only worth $1. I'm like,
well, I mean, because
everyone's
it's
like,
tied,
it's up 9%. And
it's
I'm like,
tied to the
no,
dollar.
It's not. But the thing is, you know what's good about it? It gains yearly interest. Did you know that?
No, I did not know
9%
that.
a year.
Dang, that ain't bad.
Exactly. So it's like if you have a couple $1,000, instead of putting it in your savings account and earning like 1.5 or 1.2.
Oh, if you're lucky.
If you're lucky, you could put it into USDT
and get 9. So that's an inflation protector.
Basically, you're putting it in that token, and they're just using it to trade money and make money here and there. It's just like a bank.
Well, I take back what I said about the spending freeze. I might have to get into some USDT.
If you have savings, you know. But the thing is, though, like, and you don't have to worry about it tanking. It's the same price.
Right.
You know, what do... Yeah, I own XRP, Doge, SafeMoon. What else do I own? Bonfire.
Did you buy any of that Pitbull stuff?
I have a lot of Pitbull. I have a lot. I have a few X tokens. It's fairly new. What else do I have? I have Bitcoin. What else do I think that's all the tokens I have. I might have a few more. I can't remember.
You'll have some BAT soon, because again, I'll get you set up on.
Yeah, we'll get her.
Get you set up on the Brave rewards there.
And then, what cryptos do you own?
At the moment, I own a little.
Pi.
Pi, yeah.
Pi too.
So I have a little bit of Pi. I think I have like 60 some odd. It's not a lot. I need to get more people in my security chain, but I have some Pi, which right now is worth nothing. I've got XRP and Doge. I've got a little bit of Bitcoin, but that was basically just left over from when I transferred. And then I've got a lot of Shiba Inu, which I'm hoping will pan out. And then a little bit.
Shiba Inu.
And then we got a little bit of BAT, and I just got my free $3 worth of AMP, which has already gone up 20%. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the free ones. I have AMP as well. I actually traded all the other ones into the free ones.
Yeah.
What did I trade those into? I think I put them into. Fuck, I don't remember what I put them into. Oh, I put them into Doge.
Well, so it was funny because when I told him what I was doing, he was like, "God damn, that's smart." So what I did was at the time I got about $40 ish worth of free crypto from Coinbase.
But it was only $20 or $25 at the time, and then those fucking coins mooned, and the motherfucker had $45
yeah,
just chilling for
free. Because I rode a wave. I rode a wave. So I transferred all of that to Bitcoin because I wanted to buy Shiba Inu, but Shiba Inu wasn't listed. So I had to procure it through Gate.io, which, you can get it other places, but that's just the one that I found that seemed the safest of all the ones that I looked at. But I had to trade all those tokens to Bitcoin, move my Bitcoin over to that wallet, trade the Bitcoin to their trade coin on Gate.io, and then use the trading coin to buy my Shiba Inu. But basically,
he did all that shit, and then Crypto.com brought it out, and I was able to buy it with a debit card.
I refuse to use Crypto.com though.
But regardless, yeah, after that bullshit.
Well, but the point is, it was a pain in the ass because I wanted to use my free money.
Yeah, but Shiba Inu is about to be listed on Coinbase, which it's actually going to be fairly more expensive once it hits Coinbase. It will go up a bit.
Right. So I will be transferring as soon as possible.
Yes. All right. So basically, that's your strategy.
Yeah. So basically, like what I would tell you, and I think this is not our get rich quick. Although, so I think my strategy with crypto. Well, my strategy with crypto going forward is going to be I'm going to take my free crypto that I get, because every once in a while Coinbase will give you like $2 or $3.
Shit, like every week.
Yeah, there's new
I've
tokens
seen it every week.
And honestly, most of them are shit. But AMP looks promising. But
speaking of, you probably didn't do this, but I spent I did spend another $100 on Doge, and the reason being is because Coinbase had a drawing, couple
no, I did not
drawings,
see that.
and the thing is, you have to buy or sell $100 worth of Dogecoin, and I was like, I'm not selling what I have, so I went ahead and bought another $100 worth of Dogecoin. But the thing is, the number one winner will receive $300,000 in Dogecoin. That's the number one winner, $300,000 in Dogecoin, and like whatever the market is at the time, you're going to get $300,000 worth of that. You're not going to get like 300,000 Doge, so that's like really good. But there's going to be one winner of that, and there are going to be, I think, 10 or 30 winners of like 10 grand. And there's going to be like 30 or 100 people for just $100. I was like, dude.
I did not do that.
I was like, I'll take the chance to get my money back in.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not like you're throwing away $100 either. You're investing it in Doge.
And on top of that, it's at I bought it at 30 cents, and it's sitting at 30 cents, so it's basically at $100 still. So I can cash it out at any time and get my money right back.
Yep. So basically,
that's my strategy.
So if you want to be a basic crypto bitch like me, you take your free money from Coinbase, and again, you don't have to transfer to it. But my strategy is going to be like, once I get to, I think honestly, I might even start doing this when I get to as low as $10, is transferring it to an unlisted crypto, like one of the cheap, like the penny cryptos, the cheap ones, and buy just a ton of that. And then if it tanks, I'm out $10 that wasn't even mine to begin with. But if it increases, like, because we did the math at one point when Shiba was way down, like even if it got to 0.001,
we would make an insane return.
Like, it would be an insane amount of money.
I've got 9 million, and if it goes to
if it went to
1, it would.
Yeah, so basically, if it went to a penny, which again, like that's good
money.
Well, especially since
$200 investment for me.
Well, and for me, it'd be a $0 investment. So.
25 grand would be nice sitting in your pocket.
Yeah, especially if it costs me absolutely nothing. And like and here's the other thing too.
Keeps giving.
Well, and since I have nothing in it, I can honestly be more patient with it because I don't have an initial investment. So like if it gets up that high, I'll ride the wave a little bit, and if it looks like it's going to go up, I'll keep it. But if it starts to go down even just a little bit, I'll just still cash out.
Like I'm not worried about $250, but the thing is, when it went down, like literally, it's only worth $90 right now.
It's still disheartening.
I'm just like, motherfucker.
See, like when Shiba goes down, I'm like, eh. But whenever Doge or XRP goes down, I'm like, oh.
I know, right? Like I feel bad for them. I'm like, I like them.
Well, but it's because
it's
because I put money into it.
Yeah, I was like, man, I got them into these things. But the thing is, the market is going to bounce back.
But again, it's fun. Like I don't think either one of us. I mean, you more so than me, but just because you've had more success at it, is like I'm not looking at this like it's not going to fund my lifestyle for the next year. Like it will legitimately be. Not like, blow money, but
I sold off some Doge and took a vacation, so
exactly, yeah.
And I still have a decent amount left, so.
Well, actually, you gave us the perfect segue, but then I had to go and ruin it about the contest. So we're having a contest.
Yes.
It's a little bit different than what you're used to because we're gonna make you work for it. But so basically, we want to get to 100 subscribers by what did we say? The end of July. That would give you a little over a month, about a month and a half.
Yeah. So end of July.
End of July. Now, how this is going to work. So basically, the winner of this contest, we are going to give you $20 worth of BAT cryptocurrency, which again
can be traded.
And it is on Coinbase, so it's on Coinbase and Uphold. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not on Coinbase, it's on Uphold. Oh, my bad.
Okay.
It's listed on Coinbase, but you can't trade for it, so you can watch it. But it is on Uphold. But yeah, so again, you can trade it you can cash it out or you can trade it to a different currency. It's up to you. But it's just the easiest one for us to trade because I can do it straight through the Brave browser.
And then how...
yeah.
Yeah. And how you can win the free crypto.
So this is where we make you work for it. The winner will be decided by whoever gets us the most subscribers. Now, how this is going to work.
And this will be linked to his Instagram.
Yes. You will need to send screenshots of...
Which actually, I'm sorry to interrupt. We could also do... you can either send screenshots to... well, can you send screenshots on TikTok?
I have no idea.
I don't think you can. Never mind. Anyway, Instagram only.
Instagram will be easier. So you will send a screenshot of you basically sharing the channel page to a person, and when this person subscribes, that will be added to your point total.
Well, and also like you can just like share it to your Facebook page, and if somebody ends up subscribing to our channel from there, have them screenshot their subscription thing, and then just send it to us, and then you'll be entered to win.
We need some
we don't have that many subscribers, so it's going to be a pretty easy win for 100 subscribers. So.
What we need is proof that this person is coming from you.
Yes.
So it's in your best interest to somehow, some way capture it.
And you can, as many people as you can get, it enters you in more and more to win. So, and that's obviously only if we get to 100 subscribers, which is nothing.
Yeah, because we're at what, 49?
42. 42, the magical number of the universe.
The answer to all questions.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah, that's right. All right. But anyway, so yeah, that's basically how you can win that.
So you can implement my crypto strategy by winning this contest.
Yes, you can be cheap.
You can be a cheap investor like me.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a cheap investor, and there's also nothing wrong with going broke. Just kidding, it sucks. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. It's not recommended.
Yeah, no. So, just in closing,
so that contest starts right now.
Yes, as of right now.
Right now.
I mean, right now. No.
Well,
right now.
It's already going on now. It's been going on for a few seconds.
It's been burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start the fire.
Before we went live, he was singing this song.
My kid was singing that earlier on the potty. She was on the potty peeing, and I heard the door close. She's like, "We didn't start the fire." She's 3.
That's awesome.
She remembers songs. Both my kids in the car, they'll just be sitting there and they're just like, "Daddy, play the song." And be like, "Hello there, the angel from." Well, they don't sing the words right. My son says, "Hello there, in the background of the morgue, and we can live like Jack and Sally." He's singing "I Miss You" by Blink-182, which is pretty fucking cool. Anyway, so in closing, crypto can be a good investment if you do it smart.
Right. You play it right.
Well, there's really no playing it right. It's actually just being lucky.
Well, let's put it. Don't cash out your 401k or borrow money to invest in a cryptocurrency.
A stock either.
Really no invest. Well, 401k is an investment, so don't cash it out.
Do something that's gonna hurt your family financially, or even you financially. That's just dumb.
This is play money. It's a game. Although I would say
Ben got on here. He said we didn't start the fire. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're a little late there, buddy. It's all good.
All right, now it's time for the shameless plugs. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, especially for that contest. You can win $20 worth of BAT, and remember that's $20 worth of BAT, not 20 BAT. That actually works out in your favor because it's worth less than $1.
Exactly, like the Doge contest that I actually entered in. So it's $300,000 worth of Doge, not $300,000 Doge.
300,000 Doge. Yeah. And then be sure to also check out the audio streams of our podcast available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor.fm, where on Anchor.fm, if you so choose, you do not have to, but it sure would be appreciated because every bit of money we get from this podcast goes to improve the podcast. You can contribute. You can do a one-time contribution or you can do a monthly contribution as low as 1 penny a month. And you can set that up on anchor.fm/average-intelligence or just search for us on your audio streaming. We are also on Breaker, Pocket Casts, and Radio Public. More platforms will be coming soon. Also, be sure to check out the Down the Middle podcast if you're a fan of pro wrestling on the same platforms. And be sure to check out the RTA Media YouTube channel where that how-to video on how to tip using BAT content creators will be coming soon. Also, we just uploaded the newest video of 5 things you probably didn't know about D-Day in honor of the 77th anniversary.
What was it on? TikTok?
No, it's on YouTube.
Oh, is it on YouTube?
And then also be sure to check out both YouTube channels. TikTok channels, where we put even shorter clips of the podcasts. Plus, really cool other stuff that you'll only find on TikTok. And that's what I want to emphasize. You should really follow all these platforms because there will be exclusives to each of them. There will be YouTube exclusive content. I think we've already talked about the podcast will be on YouTube and the audio comment. Every once in a while, we might do an audio only podcast to incentivize all of you to follow us on there as well. The All Events Welcome Championship will be defended solely on YouTube.
Yes.
Because of the video
there's
component.
Going to be a new one somewhat soon to be announced.
Yeah, we need to figure out what game. But you only 2-time champ here. I don't know why I'm Rob Van Damming it, but
Who's got 2 thumbs? This guy.
No, that's literally say Rob Van Dam. Ben knows what I'm talking about. But your only 2-time All Events Welcome World Champion is more than happy to hold on to the belt for a little while longer.
It'll be coming back home to Daddy. Where
it's already back home with Daddy. But then also, we got some fun stuff coming in the works. So get those subscribers so you can win your. And then after this contest, we'll probably have another one.
And then another one.
And then another one.
Because
we found that bribing you guys is the best way to get subscribers.
Hey, we've been slowly getting them up. But the thing is, we actually did something different tonight, and this was my partner's idea, and it actually worked out fairly well.
Yes, and let us know what you think.
We had an outline, and we tried to stick to topic, and we did exceptionally well.
Yeah.
If we have something in front of us to, discuss.
Keep us on point.
It may not be like this every time. We may just have little off-the-fly ones, but hey, I think this was a good one.
Well, we're going to try. We may have a guest next week. Next week or the week after, one of those two. And that should be a fun one. And then also, not sure of the timeline, but there are whispers that we may have 2 more guest hosts on the show. And one of them, I'm going to go ahead and announce it. We might just have Dr. Anthony Fauci on the show. We're unsure of who his co-host is going to be. But once
we're gonna have to figure that out. I think I'll figure out who's gonna come.
Yeah. I mean, with
we had Alex Jones and
Ben Shapiro.
And Ben Shapiro here. So.
And man, that Bank of Nigeria money is awesome. Member FDIC. But yeah, we will keep you posted. And with the pandemic winding down, Fauci's getting more free time. Sent him an email. I mean, he didn't respond to it, but I just have a feeling it got forwarded to the right people.
Yeah, he's got a lot of free time now, not working. So.
Man, I'm really proud of that little bit there because if you watch the podcast, you got all those jokes. Which is why you should go back and watch them because they're awesome.
Absolutely. So stay tuned for all this funness. And there's going to be some... Eventually, we're going to get to working on some other videos where we're actually, out and about doing something.
It was kind of hard to do in the pandemic, but we will...
Yeah. We did what we could. Pandemic.
But anyway.
Oh, geez. So, that's a good stopping point.
I just realized I'm showing off my pit stains like a mother.
Damn, you sweaty guy.
I can't help it, man, no matter what I do.
Alrighty, people. Good night and God bless. I'm Walter Kirker.
And that's the way it is.
Uh-huh.